Hey everyone, my name is Zoran Sahir and welcome to Urban Asian. I have the cast of Kartam Bhugtam, a film that is releasing on May 17th. Thank you so much for joining me, guys.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Zoran.
you.
Thank you for
Don't
having
mess with the
us.
Zoran.
If you say so. Well, let's start with you, Shreyas. It's a wonderful, it's such a pleasure talking to you, and I've obviously been an admirer of your work for all these
Thank you.
years.
Thank
But
you.
this is a very, very interesting trailer, and I think much of what encapsulates life in itself as to what goes around comes around. Uh,
Yes.
and when you sort of had a chat with the director for the very first time, Soham Shah, of course, what was the kind of thought process? What were kind of the readings like? What enticed you to kind of do this film?
The story and the character,
Right,
and obviously the fact that I would be getting to work with someone like a Soham Shah, who
right,
I've always, whose work, in fact, I've always admired. And post this film, I started admiring him as well as a friend, as a very, very dear friend. So I have been wanting to work with him. We were very close to working together during Luck, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. But after that, I, waited because I knew whenever we get a chance to work together, he would come up with something very interesting. And he eventually did with Kartam Bhugtam. Right from the title to the one line that he narrated to me was so interesting that I wanted to know more about what happens with this guy.
right,
And the way he narrated the whole thing with all the twists and turns that happen in the story. It's a
right.
thriller. So I
Correct.
was completely into it,
Right.
and the best thing about any smart director is he will only give you so much to keep
Yeah.
you hooked on. So I kept telling him, okay, tell me what happens next. So he said, okay, you want to hear more? So I said, yeah, of course I want to know more. So I
Yeah.
think that is what we've tried to capture in the film as well. So whatever he narrated
Right.
and whatever he promised, exactly that was brought on screen, and in fact more. So
Right.
yeah, there was no way that any actor in his right mind would say no to a character like this. I think I was fortunate enough to bag it, and the way Soham has shot the entire thing
Right.
and told the story is very, very fascinating. So I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Right. Akshay, let's go to you. Obviously, there's so much about this film that I mean, sort of talks about the aspect of karma, and I think your own good doings and your own needs. And I think how much of your own life was inspired from wanting to kind of do a film like this? I mean, are you a person who believes in karma to believe it, start with?
I mean, of course, this is a concept that not only me, I think universally this concept
Right.
is extremely, extremely popular and
Sure.
rightly so because I truly believe in the power of good deeds. And I truly believe that not because, I'm looking at something good happening in my life, but
Sure.
I try and practice kindness. I try and practice not intentionally hurting anybody. I
Right.
really believe that, there is someone out there who's keeping tab of all your actions, and
Right.
in some way or the other, either good or bad comes back to you depending on your action. So I
True.
truly believe in this concept.
Right, right. Madhu, I have to ask you, we obviously are missing one of your cast members here, Vijay Raj, who, I mean, obviously his work speaks for itself and he's
Yeah.
brilliant in everything he does. What was it like sharing screen space with him? I mean, such a insane actor. What was it like for you?
Yeah, he's insane.
In one word, insane, yeah.
And he's a brilliant actor.
Right.
And the fun part is that he keeps on smiling, and he's got that very funny sense of humor which he does not share.
Yeah,
All I saw as a co-actor was that uh, he was having this goofy smile on his face. Not goofy
right.
that he's goofy, that he found everybody else around him goofy. Like, I kept thinking that he's making fun of me. I used to think when he's smiling, I thought, is he smiling at me? Is he smiling because I'm doing something not
Right,
right? So I have
right,
asked him this many times. I said,
right.
why are you laughing? Why are you smiling? Are you laughing at me? Even to that still date, he hasn't given me an answer.
Is
He would
it?
purse his lips. He would purse his lips like this and look up and roll his eyes. So I don't know what that means.
Probably gonna do one more film with him to find that out.
Yeah, and he's a brilliant actor.
Right,
Lots to learn from good actors, because they inspire you to do your best. When
correct.
you're standing before actors who are so amazing,
Right,
it makes you think, it makes you work hard. It doesn't, even for a minute, you won't want to be lackadaisical. You don't want to take it easy. And
sure.
that's what I get from not only Vijay Bhare, also from Shreyas and Aksha. They
Correct.
all add their own element of amazingness,
Sure.
and that keeps you on your toes. You don't want to, to that level. I don't like to say that I'm a very competitive person. I like to call myself a collaborative person. But
Yeah.
having said that, I would like to be my best, at least better than my best. And for
Absolutely.
that, the actors standing before me, they challenge you, they inspire you, and they keep you on toes. Definitely, that's true for Vijay Bhai, Aksha, and Shreyas.
I couldn't agree more. And I think Shreya is taking a leap of what Madhu just said, and I think she just perfectly narrated it. When you are sharing screen space with someone like Vijay Raz, who's obviously got an insane body of work, who's kind of come with various versatile roles, and I think you yourself have worked in so many films over the years doing different kinds of work. Is it sometimes almost difficult to kind of, separate the work, the kind of baggage they bring along to set, or you can just look at it as an artist? I'm working with a certain actor. How do you approach this? I mean, really?
See, first of all, every character is a different character for you, right? I mean,
Correct.
if you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again, then I don't know. We have a few actors who probably keep doing the same thing over and over again,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
they're happy doing that. For me, I guess I look at every character as a different opportunity to explore myself
Sure.
and the creative side of
I
me.
lost you.
You lost me. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said I like to look at every character differently, and that's an opportunity for me to explore myself as an actor and as a creative person. Having
Sure.
said that, I think it's always a joy to work with actors who are very secure.
Sure.
And I think the team that we have here, we all of us, are very secure actors. No one is trying to really pounce upon the other, or अरे इसको ज़्यादा line है, मुझे कम line है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं. I mean, if you look at the trailer,
Yeah,
Vijay Bhai is the only person saying all the lines, right?
correct.
I'm hardly saying something. Madhuji is hardly seen. Aksha is also hardly
Yeah.
seen.
If you
So
look at
all
the
of us are seen in
trailer,
bits
we are
and
not
pieces.
there.
Yeah,
But we know what we've done in the film,
sure.
and that is the best thing about this team. Wherein each one is very secure about their own thing and very confident about what they're doing, and that's the reason. Now when we're promoting the film, we are going all out because we want the film to work.
Very
That is
true.
the most important thing, and that is what we've learned in theater. So I've
Yeah.
come from a theater background, and we've always been taught that teamwork is all that matters. And when you get that kind of a feeling when you're doing a project, you're extremely happy.
Very true. Akshay, I have to say this because so much of what one does on screen imitates life and reality. And I think what Shreyas just said, actors need to be secure to be able to not feel that sense of, like I have a few more lines. 3 years back, 2 years back, the world was obviously struck with the worst period in life with COVID and stuff. And I think it was the most toughest time for all artists, actors globally. And I think we saw the kind of advent of OTT coming in, we're just stuck in our homes watching and consuming content. Of course, now cinema is coming back to life, and I think it's a great sign for all of us. How much of, I mean, A, are you an OTT consumer, a big one? And B, um, how different is it to kind of approach a script, whether it's OTT versus a cinematic release?
Honestly, firstly, I'd like to say that I'm a huge consumer, whether it is OTT, films,
Sure.
anything. Like I feel like I've said this before that I haven't really taken any training in acting, and the thing that I mean, wherever I've learned how to act or perform, it's only been through watching content or watching other people or being on set and learning from my own mistakes and from other people's mistakes and from other people as well. And I just,
Correct.
if I may say so, and I
Sure.
Coffee
just
la
feel
night, black
like,
coffee.
If I work with wonderful actors like that, I feel like every day on set I use it as an opportunity to learn from my co-actors, learn from the director, learn from people around me. You're coming to your other question, how different is it? Honestly, as an actor, I don't feel any difference.
Right.
Yes, I would just say maybe see, the medium has never really mattered to me. Neither has the language. I just feel maybe for creators, for people who are behind the scenes and who make projects, I
Sure.
feel they probably feel the difference because because of the censorship. I mean, I feel like, probably because, they are, when they have a theater release, you have to go through this whole process of censorship, and
Yeah.
there are so many things that are restricted.
Sure.
But having said that, the experience of theater is different. It's
Yeah.
always, it's what it's what all cinema lovers, it's for them, having said that, but for OTT is a writers and directors medium, because they have so much liberty because of the no censorship. They can really explore, they can really go out there and write whatever they want.
Right.
So I feel like as an actor, you don't really feel that much of a difference. You're performing to the best of your ability, whether it's for the big screen or for OTT.
Sure.
But I feel the difference is for the makers for sure.
True, true. Well, I can't wait for the release of this film. Wishing you all the very best on May 17th.
Thank you.
And good luck for the film, and can't wait to watch it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Ashley.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.